Hey Internet, welcome to episode 82 of FAQ Friday. I didn't have a chance to film any episodes last week, so I have to edit this in 3 days, so let's do this real quick. So, on to your first question. This is from Danny Susi. Saucy. I saw this product on another website, but I can't find it on your website. The GraphTech Black Tusk XL 8-string pre-slotted nuts PT 1355-00. You don't have any 8-string guitar nut listed. Is there any? Thank you. Yes, we make two. The 1355 and the 1354, I think. They're very, very similar. One's just 5 mil thick and one's 6 mil thick, but it's probably 6 mil thick because that's what ESP makes and Schecter and, you know, all those other companies that make a bunch of Genty guitars. So yeah, you'll probably want that one, but it's not on our website because, to be honest, most of our parts aren't because we make thousands of them. If you want a specialty nut like that, like it doesn't cost you anything extra and it's not more complicated for us to make, we just sell them to factories and guitar builders and stuff. But if you want one, I don't know why there's such a long-winded answer. If you want one, we have them. You can buy them. It's fine. Just shoot us an email at sales@graphtech.com and then we can grab your information and do the PayPal thing. That's next one's from John Mesa. I have a new Squire Bullet Stratocaster and I want to replace the string trees with your Tusk version. What version do I buy to fit the Squire Bullet Strat? Thanks, John! We only make one kind. It's the PQL 7004s if you're running white, or the PT 7004s if you're running black. But they're both made out of the same material. It's just which one matches, you know, the finish that you want, or the binding, or your shirt that day, or yeah, it's up to you. Second from Kim Mojica. Hello, I wanted to ask for some help because I want to change the nuts and saddle on my Gibson J200 1996, and I don't know which one I should buy. I'm looking for a slotted nut and a compensated saddle. Can you send me the right products for it so I can order them online? Thank you in advance. Yeah, so for a Gibson J200, or most Gibson acoustics actually, you'll want to go for the PQ 6400 for the nut and the PQ 9400 for the saddle. They have the same kind of names because they're made both for Gibson. That's next from Richard Collins. Nope, Colin Richards. I would like to replace my Floyd Rose locking nut for a Tusk non-locking nut on my Epiphone Les Paul. Can you help me, please? So, we don't make a drop-in replacement for Floyd Rose or any kind of locking nuts sort of deal, but you can go with the 6060 and there'll just be a considerable flat spot where the old nut was. But that nut will cover up the screw holes that were there from the original locking nut. Another option is to go with the 4061 blank, which is a large enough blank that you can lay it on its side and then have that slotted. It's about as tall as a locking nut is thick, if that makes sense. You can either get it slotted by a local tech or go with the 6060. It actually doesn't look that weird. It looks like this. We had a couple people do that and send us pictures, so that's what it looks like when you just put a regular nut on it. Next one is from Tom Shoulders. Knees and toes. How many years do I have to wait for the ratio machine heads for bass to be available? None! They're done. We just are still waiting for the packaging to be done, and it's whatever. But you can buy them. We'll just send it to you without the fancy packaging. But you still get all the bits, like the tuner bit and the bolts and the screws and all the stuff that you need. Those come in a GraphTech box with bubble wrap. And maybe a thank you note if you send us pizza or something. I don't know. But anyway, we do have the bass tuners that we make. They are available, and yeah, I think they run from $99 to $169 depending on what style and what however many strings you have. Send us an email, sales@graphtech.com, and we can take special orders, or we'll call them pre-orders for now, but you get them like the normal time. But we don't have boxes for them yet, but we're waiting for those. Section's from Carl Koch, or Koch. Are the ratio tuners for bass available for general sale? I'm looking at doing a Warmoth short scale bass build, and I would like to use these tuners. I am interested in the modern key style. Do you have any dimensions on these tuners? Thanks, Carl. So yeah, as I said, they are available. So we have two different styles. We have the Y key, or like the modern bass key. Do we have, yeah, there we go. Yes! We have both these kinds. The like Fender clover leaf looking ones, and also the kind of more modern hip shot look, I don't know, Y key ones. And we've got them in 6-string, 5-string, 4-string, 3 strings, or left-handed, right-handed, whatever. We got them all. Oh, also in black. I don't know if we have these in black yet, but we might. We definitely have these in black. If you really want these in black, let us know in the comments or through email or Facebook or whatever, and then we'll make them. This next one is from Neil Habermel. Why don't you just provide some basic dimensions for your parts? You have a few dimensions posted for Fender style saddles, but nothing for the Gibson style. There are a gazillion of variations of bridges out there. Why not just publish some basic dimensions for your parts so we can make sure we are getting the right parts? That is a very good question. So, all of our other parts ever, we have all the dimensions that we can listed, but for two pneumatic saddles, they're such tiny pieces of material, and there's so many different variations in different models and bridges, and the slightest variation in like half a millimeter will make it so that they don't fit. And most people are in the States, and they use the imperial system. The difference between 1/32 of an inch and 2/32 of an inch, nobody knows what that is, because it makes no sense. Anyway, even with the far superior measurement system that the entire world is using, metric system with millimeters, it's really difficult to measure that too, because it's still like either like half a millimeter off the screw positioning, and then it won't fit, and then the screw will just go in crooked or whatever. Anyway, so at one point we did have measurements listed and have a guide on how to measure them, but we had so many cases of not being able to measure correctly. It's very difficult. They're really small. The method we use is going by the bridge stamp, the factory stamp that's on the underside of the bridge, because that will tell us where it was made, and all of their bridges are going to be like that. So we found a lot of very, very popular and common bridges. We've found which saddles work in which bridge, and we've made saddles that work in specific bridges so that you can just look at the underside and go, oh, it says blah, and then you go to the table and you go, oh, I need that one, and then it pops right on. That takes most of the user error out of the equation. Obviously, there are going to be some models and types that we don't have a confirmed fit for yet, or that we just don't make it because they're weird, and making a new mold for a part's super expensive. So unless like an OEM or a builder is like, yeah, I want 10,000 of these parts, then we'll do it. Anyway, so that's super inside baseball, but things are expensive, and we already make a bunch of parts that fit in a lot of bridges, and most of them fit some of the ones that you have. I know, that's a super vague and probably not helpful answer. But anyway, look on the underside of your bridge. Look in the list that we have and the link in the description below. I don't know why I'm using so many words. I don't need to. Link, stamp, compare them. If you don't find it, email me. We may have one that we've recently figured out and it's not in that table. That probably helps a little bit. This next one's from Frank Ricardo. Do you have a Tusk XL that is comparable to the PQ6643-00 slotted 43x6mm nut? It's for a PRS Mark Holcomb SE. Thanks. Yes. Hey, Mark Holcomb, your nut still sucks. Fix it. Yeah, we make a white Tusk XL version of the Tusk version of the 6643. It's not listed on our site currently, but yeah, just shoot us an email and then we can get the thing and you can buy it, and then Mark's nut will stop being garbage. This one's from Dean Gordon. I was wondering what black Tusk nuts I would require for a Squire Jazzmaster with a 9.5-inch radius neck. Thank you. On that, did you say black? I'm pretty sure you said black. Am I crazy? No, you said black. Okay, so for that one, you want the PT 5000-00 because it's a Fender style and super straightforward and sandpaper, best Jazzmaster ever. This next one's from Joseph Kels. Hello, I am looking for a saddle of Seagull S8 Mandolin. This saddle is a Tusk saddle, but I cannot find it on your website. I wish to order too. I live in France. Thank you for return. Regards. Yes, actually both parts that you see, the like black ninja star look. Okay, one sec. This thing, we make it. But yeah, I'm assuming you're just talking about the saddle, like the white part that sticks in here. It's not on our website because we make it for Get-A-Back, and they're the only ones who buy it. But yeah, you can buy one too. Same thing, I'll grab your info, and then we'll do a special order, and yeah. Alright, thanks for watching episode 82, FAQ Friday. If you got any questions, leave them right down below. I messed this up the last 3 episodes in a row, so I'm just gonna go the opposite. So if you have any questions, leave them right down below. Hit the like button if you liked it, dislike button if you didn't like it, and let me know why, and hit the subscribe button to see more. We've got some really funny things in the works. They may involve very spicy foods and doing guitar work. So yeah, it's gonna be really fun and painful. But yeah, hit the bell to get notifications for those awesome videos that we're shooting in 2 days. And then we've got playlists up there. And yeah, anyway, see you next week. Party hard.